Welcome back to the Dive Time Dota Manila Major Fastcast. We are here with OG and Team Liquid in the best of 5 grand finals. This is game 4. OG is up 2.
2-1.
And Faceless Void banned by Liquid in the first round. What a shocker.
That seems like a critical decision for them to make.
But they had to give up the Phoenix still. And now we have a Phoenix ET combo, which is kind of scary too, honestly.
I think you live with that.
Well, you do, but like, you sleep into the egg with ET ult coming along, that's a lot of damage.
No, it's good, but it's supporty. OG's going to need, a hard carry to keep that strategy viable into the late game, and they'll get one. TA. And then Liquid rolling the Slardar once more. No, taking it from OG the last 2 games, I believe. But anyway, we've seen Slardar in every single game.
Slardar's been on Liquid actually more than OG in this series. Yeah.
I thought OG had the Slardar in both the last games.
No.
No? All right. You're right. It was Sven, Jugger. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So Liquid picking up the Slardar. Enchantress. That's an interesting pick for an elimination game. And then a Lone Druid. This feels like a Hail Mary to me by Liquid.
Kind of need one when you're this far down.
Weaver, you got a very evasive hard carry. Lone Druid, you've got a bear that
Wraith King? Can I just bring up the fact that just got Wraith King last pick?
Very interesting.
That feels like maybe the first or second time I've seen him all major.
Yeah, I don't have that number for you. It's on my tablet over there. But I guess I could.
Early game's always boring. We can do
right.
some Googling.
Yeah, cast for me.
They're moving around on their own side of the map, trying to position for the runes, and it looks like it's going to be bottom to Radiant, top to Dire.
Good.
And we got a little action going down. Back got glimpsed back and is desperately trying to get away. And oh my god, he does get away!
Wow! That was a great play.
That is some top level plays there.
The salve.
And he TP's back with the death. Nice.
The salve, while in flame break behind the Radiant Tier 1, was a thing of beauty there.
I don't like actually casting, so we'll just wait till my man here is back at it. We just got some dueling going on mid, and Slardar TP's back with the death. This is just clearly, I mean, maybe they paused because Slardar AFK'd just now, but I doubt it. I feel like there needs to be a bigger punishment for dying to neutrals if that's just how some people decide to get back to base.
Yeah. I've never felt like that strategy was a...
Well, it's happened twice this game already.
Yeah.
But maybe Liquid decided they could do it because they saw OG do it and it wouldn't make that big of a difference.
I'm so confused. I cannot find the Wraith King stance.
Here, I'll start.
Oh, there. He had no bans. I just misclicked a bunch. Still 0-0, 5 minutes in. But it feels like there have been some very close calls that should count. Lone Druid in the jungle doing fine. OG posturing around the off-lane tier 1. There's Batrider getting glimpsed back on a flame break, and he'll almost get away, but that's first blood for Liquid. The Disruptor Q getting the last hit there. Slardar moves in on a Wraith King, almost gets him. Wraith King gets away, and Liquid has to back. Back to laning as usual. There's a little bit of Liquid movement around their off lane. They found that the bat is now in the jungle.
That was I think this is the first Wraith King we've seen.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I don't know where he fits in the lineup, but there's a sleep from the Elder Titan.
He's on no-tail, so gonna be pretty carry.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. I can see it now. You know, they wanted a hard carry that would be able to live past the bear, and what better way than pick a hard carry that gets
Has
another
two
life?
lives? Yeah, for sure. And Sven got banned already.
Sven and Ursa almost have 2 lives. And Enchantress escapes with her life. No, she doesn't. She gets chased out in the jungle around tier 1. Meanwhile, there's some action in the mid, and the TA goes down. So OG losing their mid, and the dive goes past. The bear is in the lane.
Shouts him away.
But nothing doing there. There's a smoke from Liquids.
Trying to gank that Wraith.
Yeah. It's too bad that they weren't able to pull it off before the ult is up. I assume it is now. And here's the action. Slardar comes in, the Wraith King is blown up, but he's back, and the Slardar goes down. So OG's Wraith King doing exactly what he needs to do. Take an engage, his worth of damage, and then turn around and get the response kills. Everyone escapes.
Slow down the escape from Liquid as well.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, good point. OG picking a good turnaround carry, which has been so much of this early game focused meta. Can you escape and minimize damage and get return kills when you have the opportunity to? So down goes both safe lane tier 1s.
Liquid still has a 1 tower advantage for getting that mid so early.
Weaver's very deep up against the chipping away at the tier 2 that he backs. He's got friends in the neighborhood. The Lone Druids crosses the river and leaves though, so wow, the Weaver able to single-handedly take out the tier 2 top. The defense
Enchantress was helping with some creeps.
Yeah. Okay, so not single-handedly, but just about single-handedly. OG had someone in the jungle waiting to pounce, but never went. They ended up just giving it away. OG now engaging on a disruption mid, and they get the disruptor and a tier 1 out of it. And now they're in the Radiant jungle. They're looking for Weaver, but he TP's back. OG finds nothing, so they do a little farming. Liquid smoked up, thinking maybe OG went into the Roche. However, they are pinging it out. The smoke's going to expire here in a second, and they didn't find anyone. So now Liquid gonna try to take the tier 1 bot, but OG's defense is there. I think they want to get a kill and maybe move it into a Roche. The TA was spotted behind them and TP's away. And the engage comes through. Oracle, or OG gets 1, no Oracle.
TA down. Bat down.
Wow.
ET down.
OG's losing everybody. That's a team wipe. There it is. The second life on the Wraith King.
All 6 of them.
And Liquid will take the tier 1 bot, and now they're pinging out Roche. Not enough time though, so they'll back. Yeah, if Liquid had killed OG in a little bit faster instead of the staggered way in which it occurred, they might have been able to move into a Roche, or at least take enough.
But if it wasn't staggered,
advantage.
they might not have gotten the kills.
Oh yeah, no.
I'll take the team wipe over Roche for sure.
Absolutely. So 20 minutes in already. Wow, and it's 6-5. So the kills are pretty level. The towers are pretty level. Liquid's about to take the mid tier 2, and that will be 2 tier 2s up. But they end up backing. And are around their tier 1 mid, or where their tier 1 mid used to be. And now they're moving around to Roche. Maybe trying to get their vision up.
I feel like you can really
OG's in the
see
neighborhood.
this game more, so Liquid really does not want to get eliminated right now. I mean, a lot of money's on the line.
OG smokes into the Radiant jungle. They move to mid and they get the Enchantress off an Elder Titan Stomp.
Disruptor barely gets out.
Yeah. And the Bat, staying alive, bot. But OG's is in the Roche pit and they're doing work. They do finish it off. The Weaver tries to disrupt things a little bit. The Slardar gets picked off. I guess he blinked in. The Weaver says, "You guys are on your own, lads. I'm in the jungle."
TA has the Aegis. The Liquid has to kill 7 now.
Oof. Yeah, okay, wow. So, OG...
And a BKB. Ooh.
I guess that would have been true on any hero.
Unless
But it's
Red King got it, then it's just like really...
the TA gets picked off. It's now
Twice.
7-7, yeah. And the Lone Druid finishes off the tier 2 mid. A good Batrider lasso locks down the Disruptor on the high ground, and OG gets a kill there. 8-7 now. Towers are looking pretty even still. Vision, gotta give it to OG. They've had a little better vision this whole series, it feels like.
Liquid's rocking the farm and the kills right now. But the graphs are incredibly close.
Yeah,
Wow.
no one's had more than a 3,000 gold lead or so. That's nothing. Well, it's not nothing, but it's...
Wow.
almost
Enchant got her Ags just at the same time Lone got his, what is it, AC?
OG smokes mid, hangs out for a little bit, and they catch the Enchantress wandering, and Liquid makes quick escape to the high ground. Lone Druid TP's out. save his skin. Liquid smokes and catches an Elder Titan on the retreat. So Liquid getting the all-important turnaround kills. It's still very close, 8 to 9, although I think one Aegis, or maybe two, are in the way of OG now. The Bat doing work, catching Enchantress. And now with a man up, OG's around the Roche pit, or then now they're around mid. They spot out Liquid with their wards, and the Slardar gets dropped and buys back. The Disruptor also gets killed, does not buy back. Liquid's gonna hold though. The bear is a lot to deal with. It seems like OG knows that if they get a kill or two and then the bear arrives, it's time to leave. It's time to just take what you got. So 12-9 now. OG showing a little bit of an advantage on the kills, but not in the towers.
I just realized Liquid has 6 to kill as well. Or OG has to kill 6 as well with the bear.
That's a good point.
I guess one falls with the other though. It's not quite as scary.
Yeah, that's true. But it effectively is another hero with another set of items.
Hella too.
Liquid's around the Roche pit on their side, but OG's got lots of wards, and they stop that before it even starts. Enchantress goes down rather quickly. Disruptor's picked off on the back end. The Weaver also falls. The TA is the cost of that exchange for OG. They're not going to take the Roche without the TA, it seems like, but they are picking off the bear. I think they got it, but maybe there was a respawn available.
Isn't the recall like a blink dagger? You can't be taking damage.
Yes.
So I don't think they're gonna.
Yeah, TA picks up the Aegis after a sneaky quick OG Roche. We didn't even see. Directed camera wasn't even paying attention. Liquid was top. Yeah, Liquid was top, and now they're gonna leave because OG knows that they have the edge.
Ooh, Ether Lens on Batrider. I like it. Longer blink, longer lasso.
Oh, need a fixed blink.
Yeah, it's all radius casts.
Creeps take a tier 2 top, and OG takes an Enchantress jungle. So 16 to 10 now, and a fight breaks out. OG gets 1. Sorry, the Enchantress was already dead. They get the Slardar. Everyone else escapes. OG probably going to set up camp here, try to start getting some racks off of these big kills that they're getting. Down goes the tier 3 top, and the melee rack? No, I think it was the ranged actually. I gotta learn which
one's which.
They're in. Is that
the right is melee.
Every time?
Range.
Well, I thought it alternated in...
It's not alternated.
Okay.
So when you're facing the lane, right is range, left is melee.
Huh. Alright, there's a good rule of thumb for y'all.
Unless it's different on Dire, maybe?
Shit. You had to say that. OG, DD on TA, they're in the Radiant jungle, and the Wraith King finds the trouble he's looking for. Liquid looked like they were going to go on him, and then knew OG was around, and so they went back to the high ground.
You know, it definitely is. Right ranged. The
Okay.
R's.
Liquid smokes and they wrap around, but I don't think they really wanted that fight, fighting up on high ground in their own jungle. OG chases out 2 support kills, and the Slardar gets lassoed and moved back and killed. OG's got to be counting their dollars right now. It's looking good. It's 20 to 10. They're doubled up. Down goes Arax mid. And the lone druid gets cleaned up in the GG. It's over.
That's a mill to OG. My goodness.
Cold hard.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, OG getting it done. Doing it with all sorts of lineups. Doing it with wombo combo lineups. And then in this game, a lot less so. More just a sustain build.
All right.
Vote
Thanks
for
for
your
watching.
MVP.
Bye-bye.